welcome back to the channel. I wanted to talk a little bit. Tia's getting ready to go home, so both for her owner and for the video. Sometimes when she starts out, she's a really nice mare, great to do a job on. You can go do a job, but you got to wake her up. So she's great for a lot of reasons, for a lot of people, but she can get a little dull, and she's going to test you out. She was a kid's horse for a while, and for sure she's going to make sure that you want to. And so when you're kind of working with the horse, you need to have that vision of what you want before you want to have happen what you want to have happen. I'll say that again. You want to have your vision of what you expect, what you're shooting for, so that you can encourage a try in that direction, or you can discourage, in this case, dullness, but a try in the wrong direction, stickiness. So when we work, a lot of times I'll see people squeeze, and that's a dead dull energy. A lot of times you can, when you squeeze, you push, and see her kind of lean into me there. Horses naturally kind of want to go into pressure. What they do is they go into relief. So two horses kind of come at one another. One horse gets relief by moving away. The other horse gets relief by sending the other one away. And they may challenge each other, and they may have to work at it. And it's important. It's kind of important to know how your horse was. I had one horse that was just, she got to be one of my favorite, nicest bridle horses, but oh, was she dull. And I'd watch horses kick her, and she'd be eating a pile of hay, and they'd kick her again. And then she might move one step after a couple, 2-3 kicks. And then after 3 or 4 kicks, I mean like double barrel fire, both hind legs, she'd be like, okay, maybe I'll go over here. And I just think, man, as hard as those horses were kicking her, I don't have that much strength. But she did get to be really nice, and she learned to kind of fend for herself and yield to trouble. And that's part of the art of being a horseman, is helping that horse to get above and beyond what they naturally maybe would do. So I've seen horses that have trouble, like out in the pasture, maybe doing flying lead changes, and maybe they're late, they miss their hind lead, or lots of different things, or crossfiring, or they just don't change at all, and they're not, or they're stumbly footed because they didn't change leads. But as you get to working with them changing leads, they get handier out there, and that's kind of a cool thing, because there's some of those horses that are just gifted, and you know, in a horseman's standpoint, every horse is able to do a job, some more than others, but some people are that way too. Some people are a little more gifted, but again, it's hard work, and what you put into it matters. So as I move her out and I offer her to go here and she's stuck, I'm going to tap till I get some life in it. And I'm kind of always thinking of it, when I ask her to move out, she should give me a try. But if she's late, there's a joke, and if you're watching, I'll ask her to move out and she's late, so catch up. Good, we're just going to stop her here for a minute. So I want to think about, like, if I'm working a cow, and if that cow leaves, but you're late, now you're chasing the cow. So eventually you go, and maybe you go the speed you wanted to go, but you're chasing the cow. So when that cow leaves, I want that horse, if they're late, to catch up. So they got to maybe have a little extra effort into it, so that they can get up into the middle of that rectangle where there's peace. If they're lagging back to the back of the rectangle, I might have to blow them plumb out the front. Vice versa. Some horses really want to go too fast. You might have to stop and back them up and go plumb through the back of the rectangle. But then you want to go back to the center. There's peace in the center, so you want to release there. You don't want to pick on them kind of non-stop there. So when I ask her to go, if she doesn't go, I'm going to ask her to catch up. And if she moved on a cow, that was a nice position she put me on, but I liven up and there's nothing there. So I reach and move her out. And she got kind of a swish of the tail. She's like, I'll do it, but with a little bit of resentment. So we'll slow down, and I'll try again. There. We'll slow down, and I get her ready. 3, 2, and she slowed down a little early. We'll liven up. Keep going, past the camera, and we'll slow down. Good. Whoop, not stop. That's too slow. So again, then when I step in, I want her to yield away. If she didn't get out of this bubble here, I'd drive her. We'll bring the front through. Now I'm on the other side. We'll check this side out. I offer. You're late. Well, in the beginning, you might not firm up that quick. We'll slow down. It might be, get ready, pretty please, sugar pie. Oh, sugar pie worked. So now I'd cut a few stages out. I'd get ready, and we'll go to sugar pie. Good. We got ready to go to sugar pie. A little more life in your feet. Just kind of drag in there. As I bring up, I can bring up more life. I want her to pick up that energy, but don't drag me. And we'll come back to the walk. Now liven up. Good. And we'll slow down. Now we'll stop. So I let that life come out. And I just, it's hard to describe that energy. So, for me, it's kind of like, I picture like I'm pushing the blood faster through my veins. That's the picture I kind of get. When I first learned kind of internal energy, I'd squeeze my stomach, but then that's a tight energy. So I want to stay loose with it. I want to stay relaxed. Rubbery, if you will. Athletic. Because if I go like this, then I'm stiff and tense and tight. It's the same as squeezing, but I'm not squeezing. But my legs, when I go to get on or a lever, just like this, whenever I went to use this crop, I didn't push it on her. It's not going to do much good. My legs a lever the same way. I offer, here's a little energy, and then go. And whoa, we got to try, but not like lightning. Here's the offer. Don't go backwards. Don't go backwards. You'll run into that. Here's an offer. You can't see it. I'll get back to here's an offer. Good, there's a try. Here's an offer. I want a little more energy. Catch up. We'll slow down. I'll use a bat wing there. Good. We'll slow down. 3. Good. Get where the camera. Use a bat wing. Good. I still need the bat wing and the threat. And again, she's like, are you sure? Are you sure you really want to move out? I'm okay not moving out, if that's okay. Move your feet. Move your feet. Don't go sideways. I'm going to stop her from moving sideways. She's kind of dragging me out there, evading. You got to go forward and round. Forward and round. Forward and round. Get some life forward. Forward. See, she's still going sideways. I want her to go forward. There's a little more forward. Otherwise, I'm kind of losing. There's forward. We'll slow down. I'm kind of losing a lot of that energy out to the side. There, when I go to reach for her, she believes. Good. We'll check that other side out. So these are things you can do with your young horses before you've ever gotten on. We'll slow her down. Good. Couldn't quite see that one. We'll move her up. Good. And we'll pet her. Give her a break because she works so hard. Not really, but it's important to reward those tries. So again, then it's the same kind of from her back there. Give her a little love. And that's the hard part. We're going to kind of move her up like there'd be a mounting block here since she wanted to evade a little. Not back. That's good. No, I know. Oh. So, and if you had it, I don't know what order I want to do. So she also kind of wants to get bracy there to back. So I'm going to get her soft. Again, she'll kind of try you out about every ride. And I'm just going to keep getting her soft, but I'm going to not release all the way, just kind of give half releases. I'll reward it. And if she doesn't give, I just wait. And if she pushes harder, maybe I have to have my feet out in front of me. See, that kind of helped her to brace there. If I'm just sitting on my butt, then I'm kind of just pulling there. But maybe sometimes if I brace on my feet, she can't kind of get me out of balance. I see that a lot of times with greener riders. They'll get like this. I want to keep my feet up under me to balance. Well, I want to kind of set this up there until when I reach for her, she reaches for me. Now you can kind of see when I offer her to go, there's not much there. So again, it's the same as it was on the ground. I offer with my legs and nothing. Kick, kick, release, get a change. We'll stop her. So since that wasn't good, test, yeah, still working. Good, that time she came with my seat. And that's more what I'm looking for. But if she's dull to go from a stop, catch up, to a walk, how much more is she going to be from a walk to a trot, say, from a trot to a lope, to keeping the energy, for a flying lead change. Good, we'll get her soft, we'll stop her. So there's as many steps between 0 to 1, and this area is 1 to 10, and a lot of times if you're losing energy down to the trot in your simple changes, in your flying changes, it can come back to here, the 0 to 1 stuff. When I rise up, I want her to liven up, not be late. If she is, mama tomato, baby tomato, and daddy tomato, every time they walk down the street, daddy tomato says, catch up. Good. When I rise up, she's with me. If I pick up my energy at the walk, that's too much. So that's kind of a good problem to have with one that's a little dull. I'd rather have them, I'll get ready. Good. If they're a little dull, I'd rather have them putting too much than not enough for a while. And then I'll slow my body back down. Good. And then we'll liven up. Good. I don't necessarily need to trot now. We'll slow her down, but I don't want to just go, I don't want to be in one place and have her thunk and stay there. Because then pretty soon what I see people do is they start begging, like, come on, keep going. Well, I want, when my legs get active, I want that to mean let's go. Not stay going the same speed like you're pedaling a bicycle. I get ready, we speed up. So I bring it up, and then I let it, 3, 2, 1, come down. But I might not let it stop. We'll liven up again. When I jog, I want her to jog. If I was going to go up to the trot, then I'm going to trot up here with my upper body, just like I'm jogging. When I walk, I'm going to walk down here with my body. And she felt really good, right on here. Like those are things that I'm looking for in my brain when I say, right now, I want them moving up, or your leg. And whenever I get ready and I start walking with my body, right on walk, is where I want them to go. Now, she's livening up. And 3, 2, walk. Good. A little early. Again, better to be early than late. I just want to check out, because she came a little early, that she would still kind of liven up to the surface. And it's kind of like getting water boiling. It takes a little bit sometimes to get it boiling, but as we free her up, that's why I thought it'd be good while I was just kind of getting her alive to kind of let her work at it. Now the water starts to boil. Now when my right leg comes in here, she doesn't speed up. There. So I get active until she speeds up. Now, I kind of was going to wait to stop, but since she's having trouble with life, we might not quite go to a stop. We'll check out the other side. I want to move her hindquarters over, but I want her to speed up there. There you go. Good. And we'll walk on out of it. Again, don't let it crash too far. She needs to get that desire to kind of want to go. We'll slide down our right rein. We'll take her hindquarters. Good. To the left. Front quarters to the right. Speed up a little. There you go. Good. Good. She came up with 2 legs. If she's dull off 1 leg, then I'm going to liven back up off 2 legs. And at least get a change there. Come on. All right. There, she put some effort into it. Oop. You're all right. So she's not feeling it, so I'm going to speed her up. Good. Now the front. You're late. Good. Put some effort into it. Nice little arena rose there. We're not really working on that, but it's nice to see that they're kind of anchoring on that a little bit as I'm working on life. Oh, really nice. So on something like that, again, I might go to something else. We'll check out 2 legs. We might get her soft, stop her, check out that backup, give the liven up a little bit, make our turn. Good. And she had some effort in it. Liven up. Good. Get soft. Don't push. Push just a little bit. So I waited till she came back off of that. Rock back. As that left leg comes off the ground, we'll sweep it across. Good. And that's just a nice little warm-up thing. Again, sometimes here when she wants to kind of lean on my hand, I want to break her feet loose there. It's like a rusty hinge. When I draw, she wants to push on my hand. I want her to reach with that hand. Right there's a brace. So I time up with that leg and I'll move her over. Right. She started to flow. Good. Stay forward though. Don't quit walking forward. Good. If I took it back here, that's a rock back because now my hands are behind her legs. But when my hands are out here in front of her legs, if she's braced through her rib cage, my inside leg's going to come through there saying, hey, don't cut through, because with that brace in there, sometimes she'll want to get flat and dive in there a little, drop her shoulder, if you will. So I want her to stay out and round here until I open her up in the front feet. And when I open up, I want her, see right there's the brace. There, she softened. And then we'll open her up in that turn. Forward and reaching with her front leg. Forward and through with that front end a little bit. So anyways, I hope these few tips kind of give you a few things to work on when you warm up. She came down really nice off my seat. Again, just kind of getting to where you're aware of some of those things. And if you don't have enough leg, if I go to rise up and she didn't, if I didn't have enough leg, you know, with a rope and a McCarty, I've got a crop on both sides. I could get ready to go, and if she didn't go, tap. Again, my leg's a lever the same as the rope. So I don't want to, like, just kick from here, the knee down. I might come out from here, where I got a little more leverage there, a little longer swing of my lever being my leg. So, and then, again, on this side, I always have my McCarty if I need it, see? But you just want to be careful with that, because if you get to using your McCarty too much, then pretty soon, see, they'll want to speed up just to swing your rope. Be walking through a branding pin and they're wanting to run off. So everything has to happen in balance. If I move them out with something, I have to have them learn to follow my seat here and not move out when I swing a rope. Not move out when I swing a rope. I'd swing the other rope, but it's a left-handed rope. She's left-handed, and yeah, I don't. It gets all kinked up, so I can swing a rope left-handed, but I swing a right-handed rope left-handed, so otherwise it's just awkward for me. But anyways, I hope these tips help you out. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comment, or you can email me at pauldietzhorsemanship@yahoo.com. If I don't get back to you, maybe drop a comment. I get a lot of spam on my email, so a lot of people doing other things, especially since I've been doing these videos. So I don't always check it as regularly as I should, but it's not because I don't want to answer your questions. So I appreciate it. Helps to share with others. Again, if you have the question, another 1,000 people, so it really helps me in my videos. And while we're on that note, just again, thanks for watching, and those of you that click the notifications, those of you that let me know that you're still enjoying them. It really does. Sometimes it makes me feel, at least when I'm here riding by myself, that at least my friends are with me. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy it. Happy trails. Enjoy that journey. Catch you on the next one. All per trail